morning from Vatican City, where there was black smoke again this morning. That means no Pope yet, but eyes remain focused on the small chimney over the Sistine Chapel.
Later today, we'll watch again to see either black or white smoke. But you may be surprised to learn the use of smoke signals is relatively new. For centuries, only bells or cannons were used to spread word of a papal election. Monsignor Anthony Figueiredo of the Pontifical North American College is with us. You're also a CBS News consultant. It's great to have you here. So the smoke is new, somewhat new, relatively new.
Absolutely. I think we get into very interesting territory now. If Cardinal Scola was such a front runner, perhaps he would have got the 77 votes by now. The more we go in...
Cardinal Scola is the Archbishop of Milan.
That's right. And much of the Italian media was talking about him as having 40 votes, just 37 short of what is needed to be the next Pope. The longer this takes, the more a third figure is going to emerge. And it's really possible one of those will be an American.
And how will they go about deciding, coalescing to decide who the alternative will be?
Well, they all have a second list.
Right.
And certainly names such as Cardinal Dolan, Cardinal O'Malley have emerged on that second list. Why? Because they want change, and they've dealt with change in their diocese, both in terms of governance and in terms of that thorny, terrible issue of sexual abuse. I am hearing from cardinals before they enter the conclave and people here at the Vatican, the freedom with which issues were spoken about in those congregations means we will no longer go with business as usual.
Really? You think the message out of this conclave will be change, a desire to clean up the Curia, which of course is the government that runs the Vatican?
Nora, Benedict XVI changed the rules. He resigned. It meant we need change. The cardinal spoke for 10 congregations, 160 of them spoke. It meant change. And the longer this is going to go on, they're going to be saying, let's have the courage to go with that.
And Pope Benedict gave a lot of power to the Roman Curia and allowed them, in a sense, have the relationship with the church around the world.
Absolutely. Benedict was a wonderful pope, but perhaps in terms of governance, he was weak and different to John Paul in that sense. And so the cardinals are looking for a man who is evangelical, can proclaim the message, but make sure governance is in place.
You have been bullish, if you will, on the American cardinals, certainly Cardinal Dolan and Cardinal O'Malley, and that's not just you. I know you speak to many of the cardinals, but it has always been the assumption, though, that they would never want an American, that America's already a superpower, that they wouldn't want a pope that's also an American. Is there still some truth to that?
Times have changed. These are international figures. Cardinal Dolan was the rector of the North American College. Cardinal O'Malley speaks 8 languages. He's proven himself in 3 dioceses. He's a man who loves the poor. He's worked effectively on the sexual abuse scandals. That's what the situation of the church is today, and that's what the cardinals are going to be looking for.
So this is not simply media fascination?
Absolutely not. We're in for change.
All right. Monsignor Figueiredo, who I always enjoy speaking with, thank you so much.